going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for another video, and I got the main man in the building. We have man like Curtis Shaw of Curtis Shaw TV. What are you saying, my brother?
What's happening, bro? What's happening? Hey, it's Jurgen Klopp's leaving party today. You know what I mean? So
Bro, listen, we're
we're
here, we're there, we're there,
there,
man,
man.
we're
We're
there,
there. We reach.
we're there.
You know what? It's,
Aye.
it's given us both a little glimmer of hope in it. Like, is there a way back in? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is there a way back in, bro? We are the Fallen Giants, man. The
Yeah.
show is called the Fallen Giants. Before anything else, man, how are you today anyway, man? Before we talk about football and everything, man. What are you saying, man? You blessed?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Can't complain. You know, we're doing our thing, content creating. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
It's can't complain, bro. We're built. I see what you're doing on your channel. Channels
Nah,
flying.
come on.
Big
Nah,
Six, you're doing
appreciate it,
your
man.
thing. It's good to see, man. I love seeing it. I want to see the whole community grow, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Everyone, even you as well. You get me. You're doing your things, your live, Curtis Shaw Daily. Make sure you check it out, people. Links in the title for the video and for his streams and all of his videos and whatnot. But yeah, man, people say the two most shameless man on YouTube. We don't know. You never know, man. You know what is in football, yeah? I always say in life, you can never take football too seriously because
Mm,
end of the day, you got to enjoy it as well, man. Like, it's ups and
yeah,
downs, you know what I'm saying? Highs and lows. Like,
yeah,
is what it is, isn't it? You just got to take it. Our football clubs, if we were depressed for so long, man, bro, we'd be
yeah.
finished, man. It was alive football. You know,
Bro,
it was there.
do you know all it is? It's like this was happening before, but you know, like football fans were doing it in their house or at the pub. It's like you go to a
Facts.
game and then you have a bad game and you go, oh, he's rubbish,
Yep.
man. And the week after he scores the winner and you go, yo, what a player. But we're doing it on a platform and it looks worse. But I embrace it, bro. I don't even hide from it. I say, yo, 1 week, I don't rate that brother. The next week, he's good. He's the best, and that's football, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
roller coaster of emotion, man. That's what makes it so good. So, I'm all
Yeah.
for it, man. You need a sense of humor to be a football fan, especially Man
Bro, I
United and
do, man.
Arsenal.
Bro, more than you can believe. More than you
More
can
than you
believe,
can
man.
believe.
Bro, it's mad, bro. Big up to everybody here, man. Make sure you lot smashing the like button on the video.
Yeah, man.
You know what's mad, yeah? Where did you hear about the Jurgen Klopp news? Because I was walking
Mm,
um to my mum's and dad's yard, yeah, and I was like chilling. It was sunshine, even though it's cold, it was sunshine. I was like, yo, then I get Fabrizio Romano, yeah. It
mm,
said Jurgen Klopp to leave at the end of the season. Broski, I had to check, yeah, if it was a parody account. Because I was
mm.
like, what? Let me check this again. Then I was like, because David Ornstein normally breaks this kind of news. I thought, nah, this ain't David Ornstein, man. What's going on here? But
Yeah.
Fabrizio, man. Then I seen the interview. But yeah, man, when did you hear about it? And then what was your initial reaction when you seen it, bro? Jurgen
Bro,
Klopp leaving.
you know when you get the notification on your front screen of your phone, yeah. So I see
Yeah.
something like Klopp, and I kind of didn't look it because I thought, oh, I don't know, maybe new contract or something. So I didn't really. And then I was like, did that just say leave? So I opened it, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
nah. The brother signed a new contract last season, talking about I want to complete the rebuild, blah blah
Yep.
blah. So you know what? I'll be honest with you, right? I was a little bit. I had two emotions to that situation. Part of me was
Yeah, yeah.
just shameless. Get him out. He's a great
Yeah,
manager.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
Get
course,
him
of
out of
course,
the
of course.
way. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be real with it. Yeah. But then
Yeah,
the
of
other half,
course.
was like, you know what, man? It's a big manager leaving the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? And I want the Premier League to be the best league because hopefully when eventually one of our teams wins it, you want to say, I won it when Klopp was there. I won it when Pep was there. But
Yeah, man.
so I don't know. Without reading the full story, I reckon it's some sort of personal thing. I reckon something in his life, health or family, has made him say,
Yeah.
"I got to take a break, man, and maybe go back to Germany."
You know what's mad, yeah? Because obviously, when I first seen it, I was like, yo, I was like, get it, hold that. He's leaving. But then obviously, when I see the interview, like you said, man, some of the quotes saying, oh, I'm tired and
Mm,
etc. etc. I mean, he actually, if I bring up a quote here from the actual interview, yeah, it says here, I told the club in November that I'm leaving at the end of the season. I'm running out of energy. That's the truth.
wow.
I absolutely love everything about this club and LFC, but I know that I cannot do the job again and again and again and again. How old is he, by the way? Is he like 54,
50,
56? Let me see, find out.
55, yeah.
He's not
I
that.
think he's 55, yeah.
55, still young for a manager, man. Like, I know that's 56 actually is
Is it
still
mid-six?
for a manager when you look at the longevity of Arsene Wenger and you're looking at the top dogs of what happened before, but it just shows you. Not only does it show you what Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson did for
Mm,
longevity, but him, I look at Jurgen Klopp. He has a lot of energy, a lot of passion, fist
yeah,
pumps. You know what I mean? Even his team plays like he is, very, very kind of like, it personifies him. So I
yeah,
feel like he can't give that anymore. And you know what? Fair play for him saying to the Liverpool fans, yo, I can't do it anymore. I don't have the
yeah.
energy. And sometimes you got to do that. You got to learn when your body knows when to stop. Really, let's be honest.
I think these modern managers like Pep and Klopp, yeah, I think they give so much like emotionally
Yeah,
and stuff like. I think when they leave a club, they need a break. Like, you know what I mean? And I think
yeah,
Klopp's got to a point where, like, okay, 56 as a manager is not that old when you think like Hodgson's like 70 something still managing. But in life terms, in your 50s, he's probably thinking, I'm a multimillionaire. I got the big house, got the wife, got the kids. I
yeah,
want to enjoy some of this because football management
yeah,
is stressful, bro. Like, we're making content.
bro.
And, Arsenal lost 3 games in a row before that last game. And after one of those defeats, I think it was the Fulham one, I
Yeah, yeah,
genuinely came off that stream and I said, I've got to change the way I'm doing these watch alongs because I came off the
yeah, yeah,
stream
yeah.
and like I felt drained at the end of the game. Like, and I thought,
Facts.
yo, I need to relax. Like, I'm getting too caught
Yeah,
up in
yeah,
this. So imagine how it
yeah,
is for a manager, 7 days a week, you know what I mean? And he's 50 something years of
bro.
age, man. So I think it's a
Yeah.
young man's sport, man.
It is a young man's sport. You know what? Big up to Mix Mitchell, became a new member of the channel.
Big
And
up.
he says here, Liverpool fan says, big up Jurgen Klopp because he easily left last season, but he stayed, rebuilt, and now he's passing off the reins to someone else's statue incoming. By the way,
Mm,
do you think he deserves a statue? Like, be honest,
yeah,
and you know what? Put sentiment aside. Do you
yeah.
think Jurgen Klopp deserves a statue? Because he's
Oh,
got
what?
one Premier League, one Champions League, but he then built up a dynasty at Liverpool. But does he deserve a statue for you?
Oh, 100%. All rivalry aside, what he's done at
Why would I?
Liverpool
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
in a let's be real, bro. If it wasn't for Arsenal, if it wasn't Arsenal, I wish it was
Man
Arsenal.
City.
If it
Yeah,
wasn't for
yeah, yeah.
Man City,
Stay back in your box. Stay
hey,
back in your
I'm
box. Paul
sorry.
and Giants
I
are
thought, I
showing.
thought, I thought it was back in 2004, bro. Jeez.
Behind them two there.
Hey,
Thierry Henry
hey.
and Bergkamp.
Hey, I was picturing, like, you know what I mean, winning titles then. It's been a while, forgive me. If it wasn't for Liverpool, the Premier League would have been the French league, bro. Man City would have been PSG every season. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And think about
Facts.
it.
It's
When
true,
this guy took over, bro, they had man like Ricky Lambert, Joe Allen. Do you know what I mean, bro? You know how
Yeah.
bad
You
that
know
Liverpool
what?
team was. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, and they
Yeah.
even lost another Champions League final. I think what he's done there, man, he's the greatest Liverpool manager of this generation. Do you know what I mean? He's one of the
Mm,
best. I think you've got to put him up there with your Peps, your Wengers, your
yeah.
Ferguson, your Mourinho's. He's in the mix.
No, I don't think he's
Not
in that
not
mix of
quite, not
30.
quite with them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's not above
He's
them,
on
but I'd
below.
say he's in there. He's in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
mix.
he's in there. Yeah, 100%. But you know what is it? What I got to give credit to him, and this again, banter aside and rivalry
Yeah, yeah,
aside, yeah. If you look at where he came to,
yeah.
Balotelli, Aquilani, who did
Ah,
that team, bro, when he
Marini
came
and them, man.
into, man, Barini, like
Skirtle.
those scrubs, like
There
proper
was
scrubs, yeah.
scrubs, man. Yeah.
This is why I say to people, yeah, you know what? When people say to Ten Hag, he's coming to a rubbish squad and he has to take time, but this is the ultimate, bro, like scraping the barrel. And you know what? Fair play to him. He's built it up. He's built a squad up. Virgil van Dijk, Allison, who could go into one of the Premier League greats. They could go into
Mhm.
like,
They
the
could.
conversations for one of the best keepers we've ever seen in the Premier League, one of the best
Yeah.
centre backs we've ever seen in the Premier League. Like they could go in that conversation. That's one thing you have to admire about Klopp. He built sides up from the ground. And yeah, he spent a little bit on Allison and thingy, but Salah, Mane, they were like 35 million, weren't they? They weren't that expensive.
Yeah.
Wijnaldum, I think a couple of Champions Leagues in there as well. Could have won a couple more Champions Leagues if it weren't for the great Real Madrid side.
Yeah.
So I got to give it to him in that aspect. But Broski, I'm just glad he's gone. You know why? I've seen 7-0. I've seen
Oh,
5-0.
Yeah.
Broski, like, I'm being serious, man. This guy is giving me trauma. Like,
Yeah.
I put it deep down. I'm like, yeah, Jurgen Klopp ain't nothing, man. He ain't really Broski. He has given me the worst trauma of my life. I
Mm,
watched 5-0 in the stadium. I didn't leave the stadium 5-0, then 7-0.
mm.
The season before last season, sorry.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
he battered us. When you look at the
Yeah.
aggregate score, I think it's like 30 something one against Jurgen Klopp, like in terms of the
Wow.
Anfield record.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a joke, bro. So
Bro.
listen, man, I gotta give him that aspect and the feeling of, you know what he's leaving over there is
Mm,
big. Like people can say he could have won more, but where
yeah.
do you start when you become Liverpool? Because we had, remember Alex Ferguson, we had David Moyes, you had Unai Emery after Fergie, after Wenger. It's
Wenger.
this next job is the biggest job ever because you're stepping into shoes that everybody's like doubting you from the start. Can he really do it? He's not a Jurgen Klopp. He's not this. He's not
Mm,
that. They're gonna doubt you, bro. And that's
yeah.
the biggest thing we can say about this one.
Bro, I mean, you look at both clubs, we're still trying to recover now. Like, yours was a bit
Yeah.
different because Ferguson left on top. You know what I mean? He won the title and
Yeah.
walked. You know what I mean? Wenger was
Yeah.
getting booed when he left. So he left under
Broski.
terrible circumstances. You know what I mean?
Sad, sad, sad. Yeah, very, very
It
sad the way he
it
left,
was
bro. I can't
it
lie
was a
to you.
sad
Very, very sad.
it was sad. You know what? I said this many times on my channel. I'm glad I didn't have a channel when Wenger was leaving because
Oh shit!
I would
When did you
never
make
have
your channel then? When did you make your channel then?
started it in, I think, was it 2020? End of 2020,
Okay,
that season. So
so still in the bad
Wenger
boy
had
era.
gone.
Still in
Yeah,
that, yeah. Go
it
on.
was Unai Emery season was when I started it.
Okay.
And I was always like, you know what? I'm glad I wasn't on YouTube because, like, I wouldn't have wanted to have been critical on a public platform of Wenger because I loved Wenger as a manager. He was, to Arsenal fans, like, it sounds funny, but he was like a father figure to Arsenal fans. Wenger
Yeah.
genuinely was,
Facts.
like Ferguson, probably the
Facts.
same for you. Like, he was
Yep.
that important. Like, I remember back in the day, man used to say, yo, like, Arsene Wenger, did he make Arsenal? Like, because his name was like, that's how crazy it was. But
Yep.
like, we still haven't recovered from Wenger leaving. I think
No.
he stayed at the
No.
club probably 5 years too long, and it kind of put us back even further than where we should have been. And then Emery never got
Mm.
the time, maybe didn't understand the league. And then we're in this Arteta situation that is like half the fan base think he's brilliant, half the fan base don't rate him, and we're kind of going through the motions. But yeah, it's I agree with you. I think the next Liverpool manager's got a huge job on his hand. The only good thing is that
Massive.
he's walking into a good team, but you are walking into, because my first thought was Klopp's going. I'm thinking Salah's going to leave in the summer. I think Salah will
Yeah.
go Saudi now and go, you know what, the
Salah,
era's
that's what I'm
done.
saying.
I'm
Yeah,
cashing
he
out
wasn't
now.
gonna go last year. Yeah,
Yeah,
cashing out. He'll go. That means
yeah.
Salah's gone. Mane went last season. Jordan
Firmino's
Henderson's
gone.
gone. Listen,
Yeah,
Fabinho's gone. Van Dijk's what, 33 now? 32,
something
33?
like that. Yeah,
So yeah, he's on his last legs. Like when I put the title Liverpool era over, yeah,
yeah,
it's one of them where it's on the periphery of
yeah.
either they sink or swim. They either
Mm,
swim and they get over the line, or they sink and they
yeah.
become like United. Because now apparently I think the CEO not gone as well. The director
CEO
of
left.
football, the CEO. There you
Yeah, yeah,
go. He's left as well. So listen, man, Liverpool fans must be mortified because you know what it is. At least with Fergie, I think we knew. I think we knew in December, yeah. But it was one of them where we were like, you know what? If he can leave, he's 70 odd years old. I'm
yeah,
not too bad. I think with Wenger, the abuse and everything
yeah,
and everything was getting too much. But
yeah.
this one, Liverpool fans are just in shock. And if I'm in shock, Liverpool fans must be in their beds
Oh,
crying right now. That's
bro,
that's the reality.
and the thing is that the thing that Klopp's so good at, and where I do have to give him credit, is he can get players without spending too much money. Like, obviously, yeah, the
Yeah.
Alissons and Van Dijks were expensive, but he got Robertson for 8 million, and you know what I mean. Mane was 30. May turn them into world beaters. So
Yep.
I think they're talking about Xabi Alonso, aren't they? I know he's doing a great job at the moment, but that's going to
Yeah. Yeah.
be
Yeah.
a totally different situation when you know what I mean, when if he turns up at Anfield. What I would say though is I feel like Klopp leaving makes them a more difficult team to play against until he leaves now.
Okay, because of the
Bro,
whole
imagine the
kind of
atmosphere at
siege
Anfield now.
mentality,
They're gonna go
bro.
crazy. He's gonna say, "I want to win every trophy before I go."
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point, man. It not only does he kind of leave on a high like Fergie, but it
Yeah,
gives the momentum to the fans saying, listen, everybody that's got some sort of grudge towards this and who's got that, get together and now let's get this siege mentality. And I'm fearful, man, because if they win that trophy, that's 20 times. That's
Oof,
level, obviously, with United and whatnot. We can't
United.
sing that song again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then you got Man City down the road who are going to be winning 4 in a row. Yeah, that's why I wanted you guys to step up. You lot, you know what I mean, decided not to step up. You know what I mean, bro? You lot just said, you know what? We're gonna let the romance happen and
Oh,
whatnot. You know
do
what
you
I
know
mean?
what? Do you know what I want to ask you? Yeah, I reckon I know what your answer is, but which one hurts you more as a Man United fan? Is it Liverpool's success or Man City?
Oh, that's a tough one, You know what it is, yeah? The bigger rivalry for me is Liverpool. It will always be
Definitely.
Liverpool.
Yeah,
But what's in my face is more Man City because I see
of
them all the
course.
time. So if I was maybe in Liverpool, I would have said Liverpool. But in terms of Man City, broski, they're in my doorstep. I've got family. My whole family's Man City. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Look how much I feel. It's like you, Chelsea, and imagine Tottenham are winning trophies. In another universe,
Never
just
gonna
imagine
happen,
Tottenham are
but
winning trophies. No,
yeah.
no, no.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. At least you, man, got Crystal Palace. You, man, have got who you got in London, bro? You got
A
Fulham.
few.
That man
West
don't win
Ham.
trophies.
Yeah.
In the Northwest, Liverpool is only what, a 40, 50-minute drive?
Yeah, yeah.
Man City is about what, 10-minute drive from here? 10-minute
Mm.
drive from here to Man City. Broski, they're on my doorstep. It's like asking a burglar who do you want your house to. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, it's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
It's a
most of my
tough one.
family is City, apart from one brother. My older brother is a United fan,
Yeah.
like me, and the rest of them are City. Everyone else is City. And you got Liverpool, even though I don't really have association with Liverpool, but it's rivalry. It's like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
we hate them. You know, I mean, Scousers and Manx, we don't really get along. And if we do get along, it's very, very rare. Big up to the
Yeah.
super chat here. Commie Mystified says, Saeed be real. Would you take Klopp now at Man United? Personally, for me, I wouldn't, just because of what he said about United and the way it kind of was, etc., etc. I wouldn't want to. There's some certain situations here where it just isn't right. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
right. It doesn't, what I mean? And I couldn't want ever one Liverpool manager being a Man United manager. So let me
Yeah.
know in the chat, United fans, would you ever, like someone saying, stop capping? And I'll be serious with you. I wouldn't want Jurgen
I
Klopp being
get
a
it.
Man United manager. I wouldn't.
I,
Like, it's one of them things where it's principle. Like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, but then again, remember there was a time when Pochettino was meant to become Arsenal manager.
Mm.
Remember, like,
Yeah, I remember.
would you have taken Pochettino as Arsenal manager?
See,
Would you though?
do you know what? Yeah, I didn't want Poch. Not so much because he was Tottenham. It was like, bro, you ain't won nothing. So why do I want you?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You failed at Tottenham. Why do I want you to come and fail at Arsenal?
Oh,
Like,
you're killing me,
Poch,
man. You're killing me,
Poch
man. You're killing me.
I don't
You're
buy
killing
into
me.
the Poch hype train, bro. I don't buy into it. He ain't won
Listen,
nothing.
man, he might equal your manager's record for trophies in the last 4 years.
Yeah, right.
So,
You are
Poch,
right.
you know what I mean? As much as we're saying plot slander, he could equal Arteta's record, and he's been here what, less than a year? In
Klopp's
7 months,
got
he
man.
could equal your record. That's mad. But
Klopp
it's
will
true.
clip them man at Wembley, man. Don't worry, man. Them man will deal with
Hey,
them.
listen, man. You know what I mean? But to be fair, his record at finals is shit anyway. Pochettino. I think
Tottenham,
he's only
innit?
won one final, and that was
Yeah.
the
PSG,
trophy
wasn't
de
it?
champs. Yeah,
Yeah.
PSG, the trophy de champs. The
Bro,
community shield.
we could win that trophy, bro. You know what I mean? Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, just go and win me the game, bro. I
Oh
don't need
my
to do
days,
nothing.
man.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it's
But
crazy.
I tell you what,
You
though,
know,
I would take Klopp. I would take Klopp at Arsenal.
that would be a perfect fit. Listen, guys, yeah, I'm telling you right now, Arsenal, if they fail with Arteta this season, and I know it's gonna hurt them, but what a perfect manager at the
Uh,
right age. And he's got a squad that he can work with as well. Because he's got basically, and I'm not saying Sadio Mane and Salah are like Saka and Martinelli, yeah. But you've also got like prototypes of them. You get what I'm
yeah,
trying to say? Younger
yeah,
prototypes of them. You've got the midfield that he's got there in terms of the energy and the pressing of, that he had before. I think that would be a kind of they would coexist. I really, really do. But You know, he's tired, bro. He's tired, man.
Bro, the man's
His wife
knackered,
passed
bro.
away as well last year, man. Sorry,
Who did?
his wife passed away last year. Remember, his Jurgen Klopp. Well, did she pass away? Sorry, if I got it wrong, then I'm.
I'm
But
not
did she pass
sure.
away? His wife, or was she ill?
I'm
Jurgen
not
Klopp
sure.
wife. She passed away.
I don't know. You might have to fact check that. You know, you definitely got to check
Yeah,
that
let me
one.
fact check that, man.
The only thing is with Klopp, he said in that interview, didn't he wouldn't go to any other English club. So I think,
People in the chat, did she pass away or did she? No, she's alive. It's his mum. Sorry,
oh, his
it's his
mum.
mum.
Oh,
Apologies. His mum passed away.
okay.
Apologies, people. His mum passed away. So maybe that kind of, that feeling of, you know what I
He
mean?
needed
Like,
to go. He needs
it's been
home and
emotional for him.
family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he needs
yeah.
home and he needs kind of like look after his family. Life's too short. You know what it is, yeah? And listen, I've lost a lot of people this year as well, yeah. And you kind of understand, you know what? Life's too short, man. So he's
Mm,
probably thinking to himself, you know what? Like, life is too short. Let me just take a step back. Let me just analyze everything. And you know what? I'm too much involved in football when
yeah.
what's the old saying in football? Like football is the least important stuff that's out there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
as much
yeah,
as we love it, it's still least important to life.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like
Yeah.
in that aspect, you know what I mean, it'd be one of them. Would he become England manager? Nah, man. England, you don't need to listen. Too much
He
stress,
wouldn't do
England,
that.
man. Too
Nah.
much stress, England. You know what I mean? Oh, his dad passed away as well during
Oh
COVID.
wow.
Wow, man.
So like
Nah,
you
that's
said,
sad,
those
man.
two things has probably been an eye opener for him. Like, listen, I've got all this success, but the family's at home, people have passed. I need to go home and relax. I'll be honest, when I saw the interview, I felt a bit more like, when I heard he was leaving, I was kind of like, yes, like, but when I saw the interview, I thought, you know what? I do
Yeah.
respect him as a
Absolutely.
man. Like, he's speaking some harsh truth there, man. So good luck to him in the future.
Yeah. But yes, going back to by the way, big up to everyone here. Over 1,000 people in the
Come
building.
on,
Make sure you lot are
hit
liking
the
the
like.
video, people, man. And make sure you subscribe to Curtis Shaw TV. Road to
Big up.
80K and then hopefully to 100K as well, man. So big up
Yeah,
to
man.
Curtis Shaw. Big up to Simon Paulson, Alonso to Liverpool, Klopp to Germany, Nagelsmann to Leverkusen. Wow, like Simon's on it there. That's a
Planned it,
the thing is though, I think for me it's too early for Alonso, you know. I think it's
you
too early,
think?
bro. Yeah, bro, because you know what it is for me, yeah. Like, I don't like this notion, yeah, of people going too early for manager roles. Let him
Mm,
develop. Leverkusen, then you win the trophy there, then you naturally do something else. You go into Liverpool and it goes badly wrong. You then have to go back again, back to whoever, get back to your role. People say, I think it's too early for me. I don't know about you, yeah, but I think for me, yeah, he plays a, and also I don't think the brand of football suits Liverpool. I think for me, guess who it suits? De
go on.
Zerbi. De Zerbi.
I hear you on
Because he's
that.
got that similar rock and roll, but also possession base as well.
I think the thing with Liverpool is Liverpool, very emotional club, Liverpool, I would say. And
Yeah,
I just think the fact that Alonso played for them, he comes back and watches games when he's got time off. And if he wins that
yeah.
title in Germany as well, I think he might think, I've achieved everything in Germany. I ain't going to get no better than this. Liverpool's waiting. I think he might have gone for the Real Madrid job, but obviously Ancelotti extended by a year.
Mm.
That job's not going to be there for another season. So it is early, but I think there's such a lack of managers now. I think with De Zerbi, we're still
Bro.
kind of like, is De Zerbi a great manager or not? We're kind of, I like De Zerbi, but can he make that step from Brighton to the next level? So
Mm.
I think Alonso's the one they're going to go for. I think he'll definitely take the job. Even the interview, I know people saying Zidane, but it'd be difficult to convince
Zidane,
him to
bro.
come
This
to
this
England.
Zidane guy, yeah, he's whipped, man. You know, I'll be real with you, man. Zidane's whipped by his missus, man. You
You
get me?
don't want
Like, you know what
England,
it
bro.
is, man. Nah, man, he's whipped, but this missus don't want to go to England. She don't want to go anywhere. She wants to stay wherever she wants to stay. So at the end of the day, Zidane, get a grip, mate. Sort your life out, yeah, and you know what I mean, like, own your career, man. Like, you know what I mean. His wife dictates it. No, be serious, man. His wife says, "Oh, but I don't like England weather." And broski, tell her, yo, listen, I want to win trophies. I want to do this, but maybe it's a lifestyle. I don't know, man. You get
Happy
me? But
wife,
France
happy
and
life,
England, innit?
bro. You know what I mean? Happy wife,
Yeah.
happy
You
life.
know what? Maybe that's why I'm still not married yet. You know what I mean? That's you know that's. But you know what it is, yeah. I think ultimately, yeah, it's one of them where Zidane. It has to be the perfect environment. I
Yeah.
don't think FSG are ready to splash in money right now. I
No.
don't think they're ready to kind of do whatever because it could be a situation of, you know what? He's probably thought maybe Liverpool can't compete again in terms of
Mm.
buying. Missed out on Jude Bellingham. They missed
Yeah.
out on who else have they missed out on in
I
terms of the
say
last couple
though
of
as
years?
well.
Caicedo, they missed out on. So he's probably thinking, you know what? And the CEO has left. Hold on a minute. FSG, are they really becoming a problem now? Because I can't really compete. You're not
Yeah.
really giving me and then what do you call it, a plan. You're not really getting me to the point where Chouameni, like
So
you're not
many,
giving me a
yeah.
plan saying
Yeah.
I could compete, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah.
People listen, I'm not saying it's that year, but I'm just saying there are things that he probably thinks, you know what, I can't stress no more. I can't do this where, I'm feeling like I'm overwhelmed by the whole situation. I feel like Lavia as well, like, that's the way I kind of look at it. Because last day, like he said to him, he said he was going to be ready for the rebuild. Did he not say that yesterday? He said to him,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
going to be ready
Yeah.
for the rebuild. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Big up
Yeah.
to Melvin says, nah, this show needs to be every week. Listen, man, we're going to try, man. We're going to try, man. But
We
Big
try,
T,
man.
busy man. But we'll try. We'll try. Simon Paul says, I know it's early, but if you wait, the chance might not come again. He will coach both Liverpool and Madrid in the future. He said he made a quote, though. Did you see his quote that he said he might not manage again? Is that
Klopp.
true, that quote?
What from Klopp said he might not, yeah, but I think
Yeah.
he did say afterwards he needs at least a year off. So I reckon
Okay.
I reckon he'll come back. I reckon he'll get the Bayern Munich job or the German national team or maybe even Real Madrid. They've been linked with him in the past as well.
Yeah. He said it here, but again, like I said to you, he said if you ask me now if I'll manage again, I would say no. But sometimes you can't really say anything in the heat of the moment, innit? You just
No,
got to just kind of just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of them where he just said it for now, but
yeah,
ultimately you don't know in it. Like, football's, when you're 56, you know what I mean? What? He's not retired. He's not an old man. You know what I mean? It's just one of them where, yeah, exactly. He may take a hiatus. Look at Pep Guardiola. He
yeah,
took a little bit of a hiatus, didn't he? And then went to, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
he might
yeah,
just want to chill, you know?
yeah.
So, nah, man. I think for me, personally, I think it will be De Zerbi and, no Steven Gerrard, by the way. You do not want
No,
to do
no,
that,
no,
guys.
Gerard.
Anybody. Now, because you know what? There was one, I was listening to Talksport on the car in the taxi, and there's the guy put on the taxi here, and this guy was saying, lad, we need to get Steven Gerrard in the football club. He gets it. He fucking gets it, lad. He's a legend for the football club. Steven Gerrard, go get him.
They
Go get
don't
him,
want
lad.
him,
He gets it, lad. He gets it. Bro,
bro.
he was like, he went into this, yes. You know what I mean? He went into that kind of mode, bro. And when you get into that mode, you know what's going on. You know when you have to, bro, he started going on that man, bro. You could see
Hey.
his voice. Fucking hell, lad, we need to get him, lad. Bro, the guy was like, yo, are you sure you want to do this?
I'm
He goes,
telling you,
are
man,
you
they're
sure
an
you want to do
emotional
this?
bunch. They're an
Bro, they're
emotional.
emotional, man. I thought it was James Redmond on the situation, but listen, that would be the worst thing ever that could happen if you go
Nah,
and get Steven Gerrard. Generally, not only would it ruin his legacy, it would be, listen, he failed at Aston Villa. He's
yeah,
not doing well at Al Ittifaq, even though he's got a new deal. Come
yeah,
on, man. Listen, he ain't that guy, bro. We learned from Ollie. Don't get
yeah,
past legends and past heroes at your football club. Same with you, man. I heard you, man, saying, yo, let's go get Patrick Vieira. Not you personally, but I heard some
yeah,
Arsenal say, go get Patrick Vieira. Nah, mate, keep legends away from your club. And I mean
yeah,
that in a way of, don't bring them into managerial. Yeah, Zidane's, would Zidane be classed as a legend at Real Madrid? It's up
yeah.
to you how
Of
but again, he's coming to a fortunate situation where you can say, right, he's coming to a team where it's settled, it's ready.
course it was, yeah.
Liverpool's not ready, bro. You need to build and whatnot. But yeah,
It's
man,
crazy,
like I
yeah,
said,
because Gerard was on the trajectory to get that job. You know,
I
if
know.
he went to Villa and did well and he was still about, he would have been one of the favourites, but he mashed it up at Villa, didn't he?
Facts.
And, you know what I mean? But yo, I just love that accent you just did, bro. That was
No,
sick.
man, come on, man. We had to. Fucking hell, lad, go get Steven Gerrard. Bro, they were on it, man. I was like, yo, I couldn't believe, because I was on my phone and he
Yeah, yeah.
turned it up. And I said, yo, what's going on there? Is that because of the Liverpool thing? Yeah, he goes, yeah, man, they're not happy. So I said, turn it up, turn it up. And then that's when I heard it in full blast.
Go
You know what I
get
mean? But
Gerard, you
yeah,
know?
man. Listen, Ten Hag said era's come to an end, yeah. But I
Yeah.
do want to mention, yeah, his era could also be coming to an end, yeah. But he did say that when he came to a
Yeah.
football club. You got Man City 115 charges, potentially. You know, it's ready for someone to take over. We got Omar Berrada. You guys have got, a situation going on. Are Man United and Man City in a prime position when these guys fall away and I'm not saying forever, but they fall away for a bit, are we in the position to take over? Because we're the original top dogs, yeah? Forget
Come
all of
on.
these guys, man. Listen, come on. Like the Premier League era started on Arsenal and Man United.
Yeah.
Chelsea became backup dancers. You know what I mean? Man City became because of the money. Like, come on, man. We're the real OGs, innit? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
can we ever do that? Can we get back to the top? Like, are we? And that has to start from me, from sacking the manager. And I'm guessing you have to sack the manager, Arteta. So we both sack our managers. We both start in summer with new, fresh managers, and then start to build up again and start to become the man. But can we do that? You know, someone saying Arsenal, yes, United, no. I don't know, man.
We
Listen,
listen. We both can, but that it's all got to happen properly from the top of the club down to the manager and the
yeah.
players. And it, like, if you get the right ownership, the right technical director, the right manager, that's where it all feeds into the group. Like with Arsenal, man, I just don't think it's hard because I know a lot of fans like Arteta at Arsenal, and I get
Mm.
why, because fans say to me, "Yeah, but he's put you back in contention, so why are you so against him?" But
Mm.
for me, you can be in contention, but we all know as football fans when a club is truly in that race. Like, I know
Yeah.
now Liverpool can win the league this year. You just know Jurgen Klopp is there. They've got the
Mm.
formula. It feels like it will be them or Man City. We're in the race, but I don't truly believe we can win the title because I don't believe this manager can overcome Pep and Klopp. I don't think we have a good enough squad. I don't think the tactics are good enough. We don't have a goal scorer in the team. Players that were on form last season have dropped off. There's so many different reasons. This club is consistently pumping out PR as like
Same,
distraction
same,
tactics.
same,
You know what I
same.
mean? We're just unbelievable. Like we're bringing out merch after defeats. Like it just it just doesn't feel serious enough at this club. And that's my problem. And listen, I get a lot of arguments on Twitter because a lot of the fan base don't understand
Oh
it.
yeah, you know what? Arsenal fans hate your tweets, man. They,
Bro,
you know when you're like, get him in, get Zidane in.
bro, at the end of my stream, I say, listen, there's grenades loading, yeah? Grenades are going on Twitter in the next 5 minutes. I drop them and I don't even
Wow.
look at the replies.
Yeah, I'm looking at him for you. You got 1,000 quotes in saying, yo. And I'm like, he definitely just tweeted that, yeah, and just
Yeah,
left it, bro.
I
But
just
it's the
leave
problem,
it.
though. But it's the problem, you know what it is, though? Like, if you want to say what you want to say and you believe in what you say, like, why do people think that it's out of bounds? Because at the end of the day, yeah, I look at Arteta, and I made this comment last year, yeah. I said, yo, if Arteta's not the man, yeah, to take Arsenal forward, what are you not waiting for? This
Yeah,
process may never happen. Like, you may be just wasting your time. You may be just saying to yourself, you know what? As much as I think he's a good guy and he's got a good philosophy, and I do believe he's got a good philosophy, but sometimes you might not be the guy. And it's okay to accept that. And after
yeah,
2 years of going for the title and he's not done it, and you've fallen off significantly bad, you're gonna say, you know what? Ah, man, it's not worked out. We move on. We move on. We go and get a manager who can fix it, who can at least get us over the line. Whether
yeah,
that's an Ancelotti, whether that's another one, whether that's there's managers out there. It's just again, are you credible? Look at the manager Simeone from Inter Milan.
yeah,
Simeone, he's been to I think so many finals, only lost one final. That was
yeah,
Man City last year. This guy's a proven winner. But again, do you want to do that? That's the problem. Like, do you also want to take that next step? And that's the issue for Edu, the fan base as well. There's a lot going in there, man. I think your fan base is split. Half of them want to do it the right way, and half of them don't care how it's done as long as you win. And
yeah.
that's what it comes down to, a clash of, how it's done.
How we get there, bro? For me, listen, Arteta, number one, has had time. He's in his 5th season at the football club. Most managers
Yeah.
don't get 5 seasons at one of the top clubs unless they're successful. Yeah, he's won 1 trophy, so you're very lucky to still be in charge. You've spent 700 million, and I don't think our squad's good enough to win the league. So we're going to have to spend at least another 200 million in the summer. So you're pushing $1 billion in the summer. To me,
Yep.
if you've had 5 years and you've spent £1 billion at Arsenal, it's not like we're Palace, Brentford, and
Yep.
you've won 1 FA Cup. Okay, you can throw Community Shields in there, but we know that's not a major trophy. You've won 1 FA Cup off £1 billion. Are you telling me that's acceptable? I always say to Arsenal fans, how can you walk around high and mighty with your chest out and say, we're
Mm.
the Arsenal? We call ourselves the
Yep.
Arsenal, right? We are
The
a giant.
Arsenal. Yeah.
We are the Arsenal. But then you're
Mm.
accepting one FA Cup in 5 years off nearly £1 billion, and you're telling me that's
Mm.
acceptable. And I always say to people, do you think Arteta wins the league next year? Like next year?
Mm.
If we don't win it this year, do you think he'll win it
Mm.
next year? And most fans go, probably not, because Pep will still be there, De Bruyne, or them. So I say, if you don't think he's going to win the league next season, why is he still the
Mm.
manager of the football club? He's taken us to second. He's got us back in the top four. We saw at Liverpool, Brendan. Listen, I remember going to Anfield. Liverpool beat us
Yeah.
5-1. We was in a yellow kit. Arteta was playing, actually. I was at that game. I think we were
Mm.
4-0 down at half-time. Sturridge and Sterling and Suarez, that team. I remember at half-time
Mm.
saying, we could lose this game 10-0. Genuinely, every time they went forward, I thought they were going to score. We lost 5-1.
Mm.
And I remember going, oh my God, Brendan Rodgers, this team is unbelievable. They didn't win the title. Suarez left. Gerrard left. They fell off. They didn't hang on to him for another 5 years and go, yeah, but what a season that was. They went, you know what? You've hit your ceiling. Now we'll get the winner. The
Mm.
winner was the guy who's just announced he's leaving today, Jurgen Klopp. He
Jurgen
took
Klopp.
because he knows how to get them over the finish line. And
Mm.
that, for me, is what Arsenal are screaming out. You've brought in a manager that's never managed. He's doing his apprenticeship. I think he's capable of having a good career as a manager. I think he plays football the right way. He's learnt from Pep. He's learnt from Wenger when he played under him.
Mm.
And I think he can become a good manager. But he makes naive mistakes because he's never managed it. You know, he should have maybe managed at a mid-table club and then come to Arsenal when he'd... But he consistently waits too long to make changes. 60, 70 minutes he's waiting to make the first substitute. Never makes a change at half-time.
Mm.
He sticks by mediocre players like Eddie and Ketty, who every football fan knows he's nowhere near good enough. You wouldn't have him anywhere near your football club. You know what I mean?
100 grand a week, number 14 shirt. Look at the guy behind you. Look at the guy behind you, number 14 shirt. And Eddie and Kitty has got that. And you know what it is? Sometimes it's just a shirt number, but it's also the prestige of who's had it in the past. You know, at least Theo Walcott didn't do too bad with it. You know what I mean? Like, he did half decent with it. You know, this brother here, like, and this is what I'm trying to say. I don't get Arteta what he's trying to do. And now, all of a sudden, you know, he's become that kind of guy where when it comes to the crunch time, he doesn't have that kind of, you know, that mentality and maybe that experience, man. And sometimes you understand that and you say to yourself, right, we've had it, we've enjoyed that, but now we move on. But I don't know. I look at Arsenal, Edu, they're almost like happy to kind of be in the mix with it. Yeah. And then maybe one day they'll fall away. But ultimately, man, still Guardiola's still there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Liverpool may get a better manager. They may go get, you know, build again. You never know. You can't rest on them situations and them circumstances happening for you. You've got to be able to kind of do something for yourself. And Arsenal still is a big football club. Whether we banter it and we say, oh, you know, Arsenal fall away. Arsenal's still a big football club, man. You can't let the mentality go. Same with us. Like, we may be shit or whatnot, but in my head, I'll always tell myself, yo, like, I should demand more from where we are. Of course. You can't just be like, yeah, cool, but I don't want to sack this guy because we're far away and whatnot. You still should, you know, you should want to win. You should want to compete. Yeah. And that's not happening for you lot. Big up to Simon Porter. Shameless. You haven't even started your rebuild. You have so much deadwood on high wages. If it's to be seen if we can get to the promised land. Listen, for us, we got Omar Barada. We stole my man from Man City. I'm hoping that he somehow brings in a level of professionalism, but also an elite mentality that, you know what? We're gonna come in and we're gonna start proper. But for me, it can't be with this manager. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, people can say, oh, but Ten Hag might need this and that, man. Ten Hag cannot be here next season. I'm sorry. We're not going to.
I want to ask you about that because, you know, we hadn't done a show for a little while, and obviously I went on the tour when in America where we obviously played against Man United, and I saw some like close up of the team and that, and he had a good season last year, didn't he? Like at the end of last season, I thought Ten Hag's done all right there. First season, top four and a trophy, and you know another cup final. What's
Yeah.
changed for you then with him this season? Like, why are you calling for him so quick?
I think you know what it is one, yeah. Last season was all right, yeah, because we got third in it and
Yeah,
we got a Carabao Cup, yeah. But
yeah,
I felt like the football wasn't great. I felt like the
yeah,
football we played counter-attacking football, we played transitional football, we beat teams on the break in it. So I didn't mind that for the first season. But
yeah,
here's where I said to a lot of the people in the chat here, and they know what I said. I said I want to see better football. Football's a bread and butter. Football is when you go to a stadium, yeah. Yeah, you want the result, but sometimes you want to win in style, innit? You want to win a bit of swagger.
yeah,
My thing was, yeah, I wasn't seeing that our team was playing with a bit of swagger. So I was like, cool, let's see a better style of football this season. This season, we haven't done that. And now the results that he had last season, a majority of the results, by the way, were 2-1s and 3-1s and 2-1s and 1-0s. Like, if you look at the results from last
yeah.
season, Rashford dragged us over the line. So it
He
was
did.
like one of them where we're getting over the line. But I don't mind it in the first season. Second season, I want to see a brand of football. He then has said that he hasn't played, he's not going to play the Ajax way. He then is relying on certain individuals. We're getting boxed off the park. We've lost 9 games this season, embarrassed at the Champions League. By the way, the most embarrassing that any British team has ever done, by the way, in terms of goal difference and whatnot. I just look at him and I'm like, it's not a long-term vision for me. Even it's not even a
Mm,
short term, because I don't see him progressively getting Man United better. Like, even if you talk about injuries, we've seen Ange Postecoglou. Look at Ange Postecoglou. He came over. I don't know if you've seen that game, by the way, Tottenham versus United. The guy bossed us for
yeah,
90 minutes, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bro, without 5 key players,
yeah,
bossed us around. So my thing is, yeah, with Ten Hag is that I don't see the core principles. At least with your manager, you might be playing shit, yeah, but you can see a little bit of patterns of play. But we don't
yeah.
see no patterns of play. We don't see nothing. We just see one ball over the top, Garnacho, Rashford, boom, counter attack, goal. That's what we do. And that, for me, it's not sustainable, and I don't think it's right. And that's why I'm saying, if United want to be serious, if you want to have a wholesale changes, you get Omar Berrada, Ineos, new manager. That's how you do it. And that's how it should be. But ultimately, I don't know if our club's going to be serious. We'll have to find out. Time will tell. But look where we are in the league. We're seventh in the league. I think we're
Bro,
seventh, eighth in
do you
the
know
league.
what? Do you know what? Honestly, before I came on the show, I thought, let me look at the table and bro, I couldn't believe you're 11 points off the top four. I didn't know you was that far behind.
Bro,
I can't
11
believe
points,
it.
bro. 11 points. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, that's
That's
embarrassing,
crazy.
man. You know, I was watching another game yesterday. I was saying West Ham have drew the game. That means they're not going to be 5 points behind us.
Oh,
You know, what I mean, you
God.
don't, bro, that's Brighton ahead of us now. And this is what I'm saying. Like, we got some tough games coming up. We got Wolves, Villa. I think we've got West Ham and Luton. And then we play the Manchester Derby straight after that.
Do,
So
do
it
you
ain't
know
going to
that
get any easier.
it ain't gonna get
It ain't
easier?
going to get easier.
Do you know the only thing I would put in Ten Hag's defense as a fan of another club, and
Yeah.
I get your frustration. You're so bad this season. I get why fans would be calling for him, but I feel like you've seen with Mourinho and all them other managers,
Mm.
there's a Man United problem. It ain't just a Ten Hag problem. Like no
Yeah, of
manager
course.
has been
Of
able to
course.
operate at that club since Fergie's gone. So I think you getting the new ownership and new director and all that, I think you need to completely change the direction of how you
Mm.
do things. And,
Yep.
whether the club, do they think that Ten Hag can operate at a higher level with a better system behind him? I think that the problem I would have with Ten Hag if I was you, number one, is the recruitment. You've spent so much money on Anthony and players like that who aren't good enough. So then what do you do with
Nah.
them? Do you bench them? Do you sell them? And then,
What
like you
value
said,
is there? Oh, nah, look at the keeper. Look at the keeper, man.
oh,
Bro, come on, man. There's no value in that. Mason Mount, yeah. This is what I don't get about United fans, man. Now they're moaning on Twitter. Why did we buy Mason Mount? We can't get a striker. I've been telling you this summer, but you said I was negative. Now the
yeah,
same people, yeah, that are moaning now. Oh, why can't we buy a striker? Why can't we? Why don't we have money? Because this manager here prioritized Mason Mount coming to the football club for 60 flipping million. That's a robbery. And
bro,
Chelsea didn't want
listen,
him. He's oh my god, man.
you know,
Mason Mount, seriously.
everything what you're saying now, copy and paste it, send it over this way, bro. In the summer when we signed that giraffe,
Havertz.
I sat
Oh my
there.
god.
Man was tweeting me online, yeah, sending me videos of him at Leverkusen 4 years ago. I said, brother,
Oh
he ain't
no
that player
way.
in the Premier League. And
Oh my
man
god.
are telling me, oh, but give him time. I said, I don't want him. He's a rubbish signing. He might have talent. He can't do it in the Premier League. He's finished in the Prem. Now we get to
Oh
January.
no.
Guess what, mate? FFP. We can't sign no one. Bro, let me tell you how bad it is.
Yeah.
Havertz is the top earner at Arsenal. Highest
I
paid
heard.
footballer.
I know.
5-year
I
contract on 280 a week.
know.
like, like, bro,
Oh my
I
God.
actually think Havertz is worse than Mason Mount. And I know Mount's been poor for you, but he's been injured. At least he runs around when he plays. This guy is. Bro, I had to double check
At
that
least
my
he runs
laptop.
around. That's the
I,
standard now. At least he runs around. Oh my
bro,
God, man.
bro, I had to double check that my laptop was on my insurance because I said, there's no way this laptop's not hitting the wall before the end of this season. What I'm seeing with Havertz. Bro,
Bro, you know
Chelsea,
what?
what
I
are
feel
they
like for
doing
me,
to
yeah.
us?
No, the Havertz thread didn't make sense, man. But again, that's down to the manager. The manager wanted
Yeah,
Havertz for this hybrid 8 physical specimen, can
he
be
ain't
a,
even strong.
I mean, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm like, yo, like he ain't that guy. So why are you wasting your money on him? You could have got a striker for that. Like you didn't need
Bro,
midfielders. Like let's be honest, you didn't need. Like, yeah, I get it. What's it called?
Xhaka left.
Jorginho's rubbish and whatnot. But Partey's been injured. But at the same time, Arsenal needed goals as well. They needed
Yeah,
goals because Havertz he hasn't impacted your midfield to be
no,
like, wow, what a magical signing. But then up front, if you'd spend that money on a striker, you would have scored more goals, and that was probably your area that you've probably lacked in
yeah,
recent matches where you've not had that situation. You see what I
bro,
mean? So that
yeah, yeah.
that's what I didn't get, man.
And the
Big up to
crazy
Dan
thing
Watson.
was, yeah,
Yeah,
go on, read
go
it.
for it.
No, go on, read it, bro.
Omar Watson, sorry, Dan Watson says Omar wanted Ten Hag after Pep, by the way. They'd never have signed these players that United have signed. Player signings should come from above him. Absolutely. But that's hopefully
Mm,
what we get with the football structure. They
yeah.
they they dictate what signings we bring in and whatnot. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, I was saying that the crazy thing was like, if you wanted an 8 this summer, this was the summer to get a number 8, bro. Because
Yeah.
you had Madison, you had Szoboszlai, there was 8s there that are far better than Kai Havertz, and yet
Yeah.
the deal didn't make any sense. Like I was online saying at the time, genuinely saying,
Yeah.
Arsenal fans should be in uproar about this signing. Like, don't dress it up. Don't show me Leverkusen videos. Don't, oh, we can unlock him. No, this guy has been washed up for 3 years. We can gloss over it with a tap in the Champions League final. Yeah, don't worry, Saeed. I'll just take over the show, mate. Just come back when you're ready. Yeah, we'll talk about Arsenal, people. He's left the building. I'll run the show for a minute. But no, the Havertz thing, like everyone in the world could. Don't worry, man. I'll run the show for you. But no, man. Everyone was online. A lot of the fan base, man, they like to sort of lie to themselves, and they think it's gonna happen. Like, oh, we'll get the Havertz back from Leverkusen instead of just saying we don't want him. He's been rubbish. It's a waste of money. Now we get to January, FFP. Listen, and I always say this on my channel, right? I don't do the ITK thing, but I know people who know Ivan Toney, right? Ivan Toney played in the lower leagues. I was in the lower leagues. I know people who work with him and stuff. Ivan Toney wants to sign for Arsenal in this window. It not
He's
just
begging for it. Yeah.
not even just Arsenal though, bro. He would probably go to Man United if they came in. He would go to Chelsea. Like he wants the move. He got to Newcastle at a young age, didn't work. He fell all the way down the leagues. He ended up at Northampton, Wigan. It was a horrible climb for him. He's 27, nearly 28. He wants the move. He wants to guarantee his England place. He'll get that if he goes to a big club. But we're sitting here going, yeah, we're broke, mate. We're broke. So we'll wait until the summer. And then you'll have a lot of clubs trying to get him, and we might not get him in the summer. So Arsenal,
Especially if Osimhen goes to, let's say, Saudi Arabia, and then it's a case of, bro, you look at the striker market, it's shit, bro. Like,
terrible.
broski, like I like Vlahovic, but United fans don't like him. You've got him, you've got Tony, you've got who else is like the marquee? Like we're talking about marquee, and this is crazy that we're putting these guys in the marquee category. Yeah?
Mm,
Who else would you put in the marquee category before the Openders, before the Sheskos and the
yeah.
whatnot? Who's in the marquee category? Zerky, he's not in the marquee category. No,
Nah,
no, he's not
nah,
in there, my friend.
nowhere near.
Who else is in the marquee category? Let me know in the chat, by the way, guys, if you
What
would
that is
put
that could
someone
be
in there.
available.
Yeah, that's available.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably
a.
these three. That's it.
It
These
is.
are the high key market ones that you want. That yeah, them man, you can say that there's a certified.
There's a
After
certain.
that, you're scraping at Zerky. Maybe Isak. You know what? Isak's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. You'd have to pay a lot
Isak,
of money
yeah,
for him, but you could probably get him. For me, I've said it all along. Get Tony, bro. I like no. I'm not
yeah.
saying
I
he's
want him
the.
as well.
I'm not saying he's the best. Like I've said for a long time. I'm not. I don't really know. Yo, Chuba, you're lucky that didn't happen. I've said
Hi,
for a long
listen.
time, and I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know if Osimhen's as good as people make out. I could be wrong. I
It's my
could be
guy, man.
wrong, you know. But I've watched this guy, and I'm not convinced. I
Did you
think
watch
he's
him last season though? Did you watch him last season though?
I did. I did. Like, listen, not every week. I watched him when I watched
Oh
him.
yeah,
Innit?
yeah.
You know what I
When you
mean?
watch him, yeah, yeah. Of
I
course,
only,
of course,
I
of
only
course.
normally watch Napoli if like they're playing AC Milan, Juventus. I don't watch them if
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
playing
yeah,
bottom of the league. Dons.
yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, he bags goals in Italy, but I've never really watched him and been like, yo, the all-round game's just amazing. He's a bit rags in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he's injury prone. You know, look at his injury record, man.
Nah,
He's had
bro. But who's not injury prone though? Like, look at the strikers now. Apart from Tony, yeah,
yeah,
Vlahovic gets injured. Isak gets injured.
yeah,
Who else gets injured? What's the other one that they said there? There's a lot of strikers that get injured, man. Like
yeah.
we're looking at a lot of players that get injured. Like this is just the reality of the situation.
It is.
Jesus gets injured. I mean,
Yeah,
Hoyler's had a couple of niggles this year and whatnot. Like Wilson gets injured. Haaland's now getting a bit injured and whatnot. Like, listen, everybody's getting these little injuries and whatnot, niggles and whatnot. It's just, I think the football, the way it's going right now, it's becoming a very, very physical game. It's an athlete's game right now,
it is an
and
athlete's
that's
game.
what
Yeah.
you know. And like I said to you, when you look at the striker market, you used to be a striker. I
Yeah.
feel like you just have to go with your bread and butter. Premier League proven. Ivan Toney is Premier League proven. He knows where the back of the net is. Just bring someone in like him, and everyone else, yeah, you know, the Osmans and the other ones like that, we might take a gamble because of the price tag. This one, 70 million. See you later. Brighton, ta-da, enjoy yourselves, and you go from there. That's what I think for me should happen. Big up
Yeah.
Stephen Gula says 26 are some of the most scandalous transfers in Arsenal history, and this manager constantly sets back a year. It's time to cut off the spigot. There you go, man.
Big up Matt, man. Yo, I did a show going
Aye.
through the transfers of Arteta since he's joined. Bro, when
Okay.
I say
Look
some
at
of the
us.
William,
Let me go find out my one.
bro, some of the signings, man, I'm telling you, are scandalous. Imagine, bro,
Go on,
imagine.
tell me
Like,
most of them.
and some of these are not even like expensive in terms of transfer fee. I'm just saying there needs to be explanations. Southampton announce they are releasing
Yeah.
Cedric Suarez. Southampton, bro. We
Wow.
sign him on a 4-year contract on 75 grand a week. Are you telling me
Wow.
that hasn't got brown envelopes written all over it? I'm sorry, like who
That's
does that
crazy.
deal, bro? Who does that?
That's crazy. That's
There's
actually mad, you know, when you deep it.
bro,
That's
like
mad.
you know, Run Arson, the goalkeeper we signed, Arteta said he'd never watched him. He said that the goalkeeper coach recommended him.
You know when I had a bad game in the Europa League and it was awful? Was it Europa League that game where he's
And Man
awful?
City
That's
in
the
the
one,
cup,
innit?
he let it go straight through
Oh
his
yeah,
hands.
yeah. Man City in the cup. Yeah, that was the one. Oh my god.
Bro,
Roniston, you
check,
know.
check this. We signed Fabio Vieira. They say new Bernardo Silva. No, he's not, mate. Nowhere near. We signed Sambi Lakonga. They said he's the new Yaya Toure. Yeah. Vincent Company sold us Sambi Lakonga from Anderlecht and said he's the new
The
Yaya
next
Toure.
Vieira.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
god.
currently on the bench at Luton, third bottom in the championship. Yeah. You've got Willian. Willian had his best ever season at Chelsea, numbers wise. Came to Arsenal.
Yeah.
By the end of the season, his belly was hanging up. I'm actually not bantering. You
Bro.
saw the picture. His
And now
belly was
he's
up.
selling it out of Fulham. You know
Now
what I
he's
mean?
at
Now all of a
Fulham.
sudden he's at
Bro,
Fulham.
bro, he's
He's becoming
twisting
a
up
world
Ben
beater.
White. I looked at him the other week. I said, "Who's this guy playing left wing? He's better than our wingers." I said, "Brother, what kind of recruitment is this?"
Oh my days.
I
What has
said,
gone on with our
"No."
clubs, man? Seriously.
Oh,
I big up Simon Paulson. Awesome,
big
it
up.
might suit the Man United counter attack, but keep him out of Arsenal. No chance of running behind defenders like he gets in Italy. Yeah, different sort of football as well, man. Different
Yeah,
sort of football. Italy and thingy. Here's our signings, yeah.
go
Here's
on.
our signings under Ten Hag. If you look at it here. So
Let's have a
Anthony,
look.
85.
Oh,
Rasmus Højlund, 72. Casemiro, 70. Mason Mount 60, rising to 65. Lisandro 56, Andre Onana 47, Tyron Malacia 14.7, Bayende 4.3, Christian Eriksen 3, and obviously the rest of them were loans and
oh,
whatnot. And out of them, yeah,
wow.
I can't lie to you. Right now, if you told me what was a outstanding kind of successes, I would say Lisandro and maybe Casemiro for obviously for a season. This is a bit tailed off. I don't know whether that's down to fatigue or whatnot, but you would say only one, and that's Lisandro Martinez. Outstanding. Been for me, like I like Lisandro Martinez. Everyone else, Christian Eriksen, yeah, but we're still talking about his legs and his missing and da
Yeah,
da da da.
get
But
rid of him.
everyone else, bro, I can't lie to you, man. Been an
Oh,
absolute.
no,
Hoyler's still young,
yeah.
but a lot of pressure. You know what I mean, bro? But yeah, it's
Bro,
just
that
that's
list
us,
is
bro.
crazy. I didn't realize that Ten Hag had signed all them. That's a bad list, man. Anthony's been dreadful. Mount's done nothing.
Yeah.
Anana looks worse than De Gea. There's some bad ones there, man.
Onana or Ramsdale? Onana or Ramsdale?
Ramsdale. And that's not me saying he's, bro. You can't have a goalkeeper that you can't trust. You cannot trust Anana, bro. You can't. You're in. I watch your vlogs, bro. You cannot trust that guy. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Bro, I was singing this song at the start of the season. Oh, Nana,
No.
what's my name? But I was doing that at the start of the season. If you look at the video, there's some videos out there. I was gassed. I was like, yo, we got the keeper who can play out from the back. But brother, I went to, what's mad? Yeah, I went to Bayern Munich away, yeah.
Yeah.
And bro, that's when I knew, yeah, this guy's done out here. I genuinely knew, yeah, we bought a fraud in net, bro. Like genuinely, because my man, oh my god, embarrassing, bro. Then he embarrassed in the Champions League, single-handedly took us out of the group, yeah.
Yeah, he
And
did.
I just, bro, I can't trust him, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm looking at, you know what it is, yeah? I'm looking at some of the games in Inter Milan. I'm like, yo, how is he good at Inter Milan, yo? Like, if Champions League final, he was good. But I'm like,
Amazing.
yo, like, what's happened to him? Like, he's come to United and it's just, when you go to what's that movie called? The basketball movie. Michael Jordan
Space
was
Jam.
Space Jam.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
he's become a Space Jam, bro.
I'm telling you.
His powers are gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got one of them little toddlers and
Bro, you got Daffy Duck
Bro.
in goal, fam. I'm telling you. Bro, I'm telling you. No, 99 Gooners, bang on. I'm telling you. Anana
man,
sent
don't
his
do that,
brother,
man.
man. That ain't the real Anana in
Bro.
goal. He's chilling.
Bro, his cousin that plays for Cameroon now. He's not good as well. His cousin's not good. He looks like him.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Bro, he's been dropped to
No,
Cameroon,
man.
fam. He's on the bench for Cameroon.
and he took a flight there fucking the day before, the night before, and he thought, I'm going to get there on time. He didn't make the first squad. Then he got played the second one, lost because he had 3 goals, and then he got dropped for the last game. Like, broski, man, we're
mad.
finished. We're tired, man.
It's mad though, yeah, because you're right. I watched him last year for Inter, and I'm like, if you get him, oh my god, like I thought this guy's so good, you know. And he's come to you and he's stinking out the gaff, bro.
Bro, you know what it is as well, yeah? You can never be confident. You know, the only thing that he's good at, yeah, is the reflex saves where he don't look like he's going to get it. And then somehow he's a bit acrobatic in it. So he's got a bit of like, so he can, jump in the air. But in terms of on the floor or when a shot comes at him, he's got literally no shot stopping ability at all, man. It's quite sad. The Bento call one, did you see his pose? It's like, yo, man, don't arrest me. Like, brother, nobody's arresting you, man. Say the damn ball, man. You're mad. But listen, man, I think for me, yeah, go on.
I mean, see, the problem we've got with some of these signings is what do you do with them? Like, do you go and buy another keeper or you just got to hope?
You have to. For a keeper, you have to. Look at Arteta, Guardiola.
Yeah.
Do you have to buy a keeper? It's as simple as that. For me, you have to say to yourself, you know what? Nah, I'm
Gone
sorry,
wrong.
we made a mistake. Gone. Or the guy who comes in next, yeah, the manager who comes in next will make that situation happen. He will. He will make that situation happen. I'm sorry, he will. Like categorically, he will have to do that. It's
I mean,
simple because you
Ken
can't just
saying
keep
there,
him.
bring back De Gea. Would you have just brought him back and just
Nah, nah,
no,
nah,
no,
nah, nah. Because you know why? Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to look back, man. Like I
yeah,
wanted Dav. Listen. I'm the biggest David Hay supporter. I've been on here fighting people about David Hay. He's a
yeah,
legend. I want him to stay. It's not David Hay's fault, but you know that game against West Ham, Sevilla. I
mm,
started to just go, yo, man. I think I'm done now, man. I'm just like, yo. It's sad to watch as well because I think
yeah,
still he's a legend for United. It's sad to watch. Let's end the pain. Let's bring a guy in, but he ain't. I'm telling you now, though, one thing's for sure, he ain't better than David Gea, though, Onana.
I
He's
agree
not
with
better than
that.
him. He's not better than him. But it doesn't make me say I want David Gea back. Like that,
Yeah,
you know, the two things are mutually exclusive. I'm sorry.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, man,
well,
I
we'll
hear you.
see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
when the goalkeeper thing goes wrong, you can't give it time because it'll cost you games, it'll cost you points.
Yeah,
Like you said, he
yeah.
basically threw you out of that Champions League group because every game he's letting
Facts.
one through his hands. So
Facts.
even
Exactly.
Arteta with the goalkeeper thing, man, like he's actually changed the goalkeeper too many times.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
The best one was the
Leno was,
first one,
bro. Oh my
World
days,
Cup
man.
winner, fam.
World Cup winner, you know.
You should
And
go
then
and
he
get him.
decided.
He'd leave Villa to you. He'd go to United.
Well, I don't. I wouldn't mind him. I'll be honest with you. Emi Martinez, I wouldn't mind him at United.
Mm,
I think that keepers are not too bad, you know. Like keepers, there's a lot of keepers out there that I think would be decent for United. But
yeah,
Emi Martinez, but I think for me, he's comfy, man. You know, when
yeah.
you're the top dog of Aston Villa, you can get the highest wages and whatnot. I think he's comfortable over there. He plays European football. He's won the World Cup. I don't know if he has enough ambition in him. I don't know if that's a
Mm,
fair comment to make, but when you won the World Cup, I'm surprised. Like, Aston Villa's a big club, man. Like, it's not somewhere where you're like, I'm itching to move. Like, I don't
yeah,
know. I
yeah,
just don't think he wants to move like that. Like, Aston Villa's still a big club, man. You get me? So I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know if he would do that, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Vicario's good as well. Vicario for me is the keeper of the season so far. I think for me personally,
yeah,
Vicario's the keeper of the season. So
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Before we wrap up, yeah, are you title? Is it done for you then? Done? Is it? Yeah. Are you giving up?
Do you know what, bro? I always say, yeah, hope and belief are two different things. As a fan, you hope every time
Yeah.
you go to a game. I hope Arsenal
Yeah.
win the league. I don't believe Arsenal are going to win the league. It's two different things.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not far behind the top of the league, so of course we're still in with a shout. But it's going to take something miraculous to win the league, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because City are ahead of us despite having a mini
Mm,
crisis. No De Bruyne
mm.
for half a season. Haaland's been out, what,
Facts.
6 weeks now? So when them two come
6
back,
weeks.
they're
Yep.
going to kick into gear, you would imagine. Liverpool now,
Mm,
like I said, Klopp leaving probably makes them even more dangerous because they're going to want to win the title for him. And
mm,
you've still got Villa in the mix, and I just don't think we have the firepower or the squad depth to win the title.
mm,
But we're all clinging to the fact that Thomas Partey's back from injury. Is that going to help our midfield? But you
mm,
can't rely on you. In life, you should never rely on something that's unreliable. That doesn't make sense.
mm,
We've been here before. Partey's
mm.
back from injury. Yeah, 4 weeks later, he's injured again. Do you know what I mean? So if he stays fit, great. But yeah,
Mm.
it's
Bro,
yeah.
we all one
Listen,
day, man. One day.
one day,
One
man, we'll
day.
get there, man. We'll get there. Yeah, listen, we're in the title race, but I always say, man, you used to watch the 100-meter final. You got
Yeah,
Usain Bolt, you got, Johan Blake.
yeah.
We're the guy in lane 7 trying to get a
Yeah, yeah,
personal best. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Trying to get a
We're lane
personal best.
7
Yeah.
from Bermuda. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know one of them ones.
Yeah.
From Bermuda. And Jermaine Jackson. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
just
yeah.
doesn't win it. He
That's us,
doesn't win
bro.
it. But he's
We're
there.
trying to
He's
get a
there.
personal best, big points
Personal
tally. And
best.
yeah, but
You know what I mean?
Bolt's in front doing that. That's Pep, you know what I
I
mean? So we try, man. We try, but I don't
it's
see it.
right, man.
I don't see it.
Nah, 100%, man. Big up, man. Staffy said that New York hat courtesy. Yeah, man. New York. I'm gonna go back to New York, man. I miss New
Great.
York, man. Have you been to New York, innit?
Yeah, I went this summer. I've been before though.
Yeah, you went in
Amazing.
it.
Yeah,
Bruh, nah, man,
I
I miss
love
New
that.
York, man. I've got New York and withdrawal symptoms, man. So Staffy, we're gonna be there soon, man. Are you going to the tour this summer, by the way? You going again to the tour, yeah?
Yeah, because Arsenal just announced they're going to America again, third year in a row.
No, they love America, innit, man? Flipping
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, everyone was
It's gonna.
complaining because last year they were saying they've got to go Australia and the Far East, but then the figures came back. It was the most money they'd ever made off a tour because the tickets were like
Ah,
$300, bro, for the games.
bro, a lot of money, man. A lot of
Big
money,
money,
bro.
man.
You get me?
So they said
You know what
they've
I'm
announced
saying?
they're going
So.
LA again. I think they're going to another one or two cities. So I hope they go New York again.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll be
I'm gonna
there.
see, man. I'm gonna plan it, man. If United are going out, then in New York, I'm definitely gonna be there, man.
Get
So
there, man. I
we'll
can't
see.
believe you didn't
We'll
come
see.
last year, man. That was a
Last
great
year, because
tour.
you know what it was last year? I went to Kenya. I went
Yeah,
Kenya, and then I went to Big Six with America.
yeah,
So I kind of like, you know what I mean? I was exhausted, bro. But
yeah,
this
yeah,
year, if I'm not going America, you know what I mean, or Kenya or wherever, then I'm gonna be there, bro. So
yeah,
let's
yeah,
see where we go, man. You know what I
yeah,
was there.
man.
So nah, big up, man. Big up to everybody who's here, man. If we
Yes.
want to see this every week, let me know in the chat. If we can get at least 200 comments after the video finishes, let
Yeah.
us know. Big C, you're a busy man. It's one of them, man. We'll see if we can do it, man, every
We'll do it
Friday.
as
But big
and
up
when,
to you,
but
Big C.
it's always
Yeah, man.
vibes,
Big
man.
up.
Listen, as I said, man, you're doing your thing. I respect your hustle, bro. You know
Come
what?
on, man.
Your work rate at the moment's through the roof. Every time I look, you're there. Your numbers are climbing. You know what I mean? You're entertaining. You
Yeah,
know
man.
your stuff. You're passionate. So I'm always happy to work with you, bro. So we try and do
Come
it
on,
as
man.
much as we can. You know, try and do it.
Come on, man. Big up to everyone, man. I appreciate him. Make sure you lot like the video. I'll be back later on tonight. I think the Tottenham Man City game might be on, so I might do that watch along as well. You get me?
Yeah.
Hopefully, Chelsea tears as well. We'll see what that is, man. So, yeah, man. Big up to everyone here, man. Subscribe to the channel if you new. Subscribe to Curtis Shaw TV, and we'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye.